Hi everyone, this is Simone from the Rahal group, and we are here today with Mclaurin. I want to make sure I said
That's
that
correct.
I know how that is. We're here at Universal Title, and today we are continuing our series with Universal Title. Today we are going to talk about the importance of getting title insurance. Why you want that when you're purchasing your home, to make sure that that is something that you have, and you know that it's something that if you do have it, you have it for your life.
For life, correct.
Okay, awesome. So John's going to go over some points here that we discussed already, but I want you to know about too.
Well, thank you. First off, I want to mention there's two different types of title insurance. There is lender's title insurance and there's owner's title insurance. And if you're getting a loan with a mortgage company, the lender's going to require lender's title insurance, and that protects them against title issues, them being the lender.
Okay.
It has no protection for the owner, however. So there's a title insurance policy called owner's title insurance that protects the owner of the property against title issues. And there's many title issues out there, unfortunately. It does protect against pretty much everything. The main one usually we see is judgments. So sometimes someone owns a property, they don't pay their hospital bill, they don't pay their credit card bill, their HOA bill, and that company can take out a judgment against the owner and then put a lien on the property. And yes, it can be a tough situation when you have to sell the property and pay off some liens. If the liens do not get paid off at closing, then it becomes the buyer's responsibility. Just because the seller sells the property does not mean the liens go with them. It actually stays with the property. And yes, so then the buyer would be responsible for paying them off after closing if it didn't get taken care of at settlement. And that is something that title insurance would cover. So if there were liens that didn't come in the first title search, and then the new buyer goes to sell the property a couple years later, those liens are found in the new search, the title insurance policy would cover it. Another very common issue is an unreleased mortgage. So what happens after closing when the seller sells their property is you pay off their mortgage, and the mortgage company is supposed to send a lien release to the county within 90 days. And usually they do. Usually they're pretty good about it, but many times they do not. And I can't say why. I'm not a mortgage company. I don't know if they are just mailing it to the wrong county, or if it's getting indexed wrong or at the county, or they're just not doing it at all. But either way, it happens all the time. We do a title search, and the prior owner's mortgage is still showing up as a valid lien against the property. It never got released. And yep, all the owner needs to do at that point is get a copy of his owner's title insurance policy and send it to the title company, and that will cover them, and you can move forward with closing. And the biggest issue with that is sometimes the closing happened many years ago. The mortgage company never sent the lien release, and then they went out of business. So now there's no one to release the lien. And if they don't have title insurance, that's going to be a big issue because you have to locate someone to be able to release the lien after closing.
But these are things that you're going to find out for us, right?
Exactly.
While you're going through the closing process.
Exactly. So we're going to do a title search and look for any unreleased mortgages, liens, judgments, anything like that against the current owner, and make sure it's taken care of.
Gotcha.
And also another thing I'd like to mention is it does provide protection against forgery and fraud if you get the enhanced version of title insurance. So if anyone tried to sign a deed in your name using a fake ID or anything like that, it also has protection against that. And it covers up to the sales price, so if you buy a $250,000 house, it will protect you for $250,000. And it's a one-time fee you have to pay at closing.
Did you hear that, folks? One-time fee you pay at closing covers you for the rest of your life?
For the rest of your life.
Wow.
If there's ever a title issue, it will cover you.
Awesome. John, we want to thank you so much. Folks, title insurance is what you always want to make sure you have at closing to protect you for your life. Not only in that property, well, for that property, correct?
Correct, for that property.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
I'm so happy. Thank you for watching. We'll have all this information for you at the link below. See you next time.